Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are going to create a character for Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader is the other RPG that came in the bundle with Deathwatch, the game I created a character for last video. It is still available for a couple of days, assuming I get this video out in time, on the Humble Bundle store, though I'm not sure how long it will be. It won't be for very long, only a couple of days at most. Depending on how quickly I get this video out. Now, this is a pre-recorded video because at the moment I'm trying to pre-record a bunch of stuff so that I've got some stuff to go. But in the future, I would like to be doing these live. The big advantage to doing them live would be I might have some people in chat to tell me when I get things wrong, like in the Deathwatch video, where I found the 12,000 XP for a Deathwatch character rule. I read the bit where it's like, hey, your character is worth 12,000 XP. And then I didn't read the next sentence, but I read the sentence after that. The sentence that I didn't read very clearly said, you do not spend this XP. It has already been spent for you. And maybe I wouldn't have had made that mistake because I would have had chat telling me, hey, you're doing it wrong. See that sentence? See that sentence? Read that. It says this, don't do that. And you might have helped me pick it up. But anyway, we're going to try and not make that mistake without chat, just making this by ourselves. So, Rogue Trader. Now, I don't know too much about Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader is the name of the game that Games Workshop originally put out that became 40K. Now, this is a completely different game. This is a role-playing game by originally... I'm pretty sure that these were originally Fantasy Flight games, even though we've now got Cubicle 7's logo on them, and I think that that's just they're now the ones that are the publishers because of rights changing hands. And I think that the whole reason this series stopped was because Fantasy Flight lost the license, and so no one was around to work on the games anymore. So Fantasy Flight, it's a Fantasy Flight RPG. Rogue Trader, I'm guessing it's about space pirates, rogue merchants that are running around space, exploring things, trading things. I'm not too sure yet, but I do kind of expect my character to look like this. I was doing a little bit of reading and discovered, was it costume porn was the term that I discovered for this look, where you're wearing ridiculous costumes that look absolutely amazing and overdone like this. So that's something to look forward to. So let's have a look through the book. This is pretty much my first look of it. Cool. We've got some generic info, character creation, career paths, skills. Probably won't get too much past that. Navigators, I know, are generally going to be your psychers. They're the ones that actually navigate you through the warp, and I believe that your crew is going to need one. Starships. So yeah, this sort of confirms that we are playing a game where we are running around in space. How to play the game, GM, Imperium, yeah, a bunch of extra stuff. So there's a forward, your in-law information about what the 41st millennium is. Ambition knows no bounds. So, okay, this is what is role-playing, what is in this book. Okay, character creation. A rogue trader does not journey alone through the vastness of space. The power of his dynasty depends on the might of his starship. Yep, all this stuff. Game dice and character creation. So, creating your explorer. Okay, this is cool. This is a good hint as to what we're doing. We are exploring space, I guess. To get you started on your journeys into the unknown, you need to create your alter ego, known as a player character, PC, and is often referred to in this text as your explorer for the sake of convenience. In Rogue Trader, you take on the role of a rogue trader and his most trusted counselors, explorers empowered by an ancient warrant of trade to seek out, profit, and plunder unexplored regions of space. Your ship will take you to new worlds and uncharted reaches of the void, where you will encounter deadly rivals, savage pirates, mysterious aliens, and possibly even the nightmarish inhabitants of the warp. You will acquire and spend greater wealth, and either fame or infamy will attend your actions. Okay. So we go through, we generate characteristics. We pick an origin path. We spend experience points, and we don't get it wrong this time. We give our characters a life. And we build a ship, I guess. Generate characteristics. So this is going to be the same as Death Watch. You've got weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. I've got them all lined up here on my character sheet. Characteristics are generated one at a time. For each, roll 2d10 and add the resulting numbers together, then add 25. So you were not going to be as powerful as a Space Marine, as they roll 2d10 and add 30. But we can see how we go here. Ooh. Did we get the re-roll? Did we get the mulligan roll? Follow this procedure for each of your characteristics until you have all 9, and then fill them in. When recording, know that one of you, since you are playing a character is expected to be a cut above the rest of humanity, you may re-roll one result of your choosing. That might be this one. We'll see how my other rolls go, but I'll just put that there for the moment before we do any maths. Okay, so now we are on the origin path. The origin path system is based on a chart that generates a character's abilities through the series of choices made by the player. This set of choices is known as the origin path. The chart also helps to weave together varied backgrounds of different characters in the same playing group. Okay. Example, Andrew has selected Voidborn on the first line, Homeworld. He may then select from Scapegrace, the choice directly below. Okay. This is cool. Can I do this? Yes, I can do this. This is cool. So you get to choose a number of these things to build a character, and it's sort of giving you a background, like where you were born in the void on a ship somewhere, or you were on a forge world, that's where you're from, and you were, I don't know what any of these things are, a scavenger. You're lured of the void, so the reason you've ended up going onto a ship is because you're a criminal and you needed to get away. So homeworld options. Now where do I put this on my sheet? I guess it's like homeworld. I guess I use the description line. We can see this properly, right? So a death world. So first of all, homeworld, where are you from? A death world. Upon death worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes an aggressive and destructive forms inimical to human life. Oh, so it's a world where death world is often band together in tribes, clans, gangs. Yeah, okay, so it's a very inhospitable planet. It gives you a bunch of different characteristics. +5 strength, +5 toughness, -5 willpower, -5 fellowship. Hardened. If it bleeds, I can kill it. Paranoid. Survivor. Okay, so that's an option. Voidborn. Let's do this. There we go. Voidborn. So you're born on a ship. So the Imperium have these massive ships that look kind of like cathedrals, but they're entire cities with hundreds of thousands of people on board. So you could be born on one of those. -5 strength, +5 willpower. All Voidborn can speak a language unique to their home vessel. That's pretty interesting. Void Charmed. Voidborn are touched by fickle powers of the warp, making them preternaturally lucky. Ill-omened. Whether because of their strange looks, clannish ways, or unwholesome air, the Voidborn are shunned and mistrusted by most. Shipwise. Void accustomed. Might go with Voidborn. That sounds fun. Could also be born on a hive world, which are these giant worlds that you have in 40k that are just basically one large city. Imperial worlds, I don't know too much about. You could be Nobleborn. Maybe Nobleborn is the one to go with. Because then you're the high nobility of the Imperium are an enormously wealthy and powerful, are an enormously wealthy and powerful elite, a breed apart from the common masses they rule. We'll do this. Noble born, and that's going to give us -5 willpower. Which will be 36. But it will increase my fellowship to 38. Starting skills. Nobleborn characters begin play with literacy int. Literacy int trained. Speak language. High Gothic. Int and speak language Low Gothic. As untrained basic skills. Oh. Okay. Why are they not? Maybe they're not usually basic skills, but it's making them basic skills for this particular character. Etiquette. Nobles are schooled in how to comport themselves in all manner of formal situations. They gain +10 bonus on interaction skill tests when dealing with high authority in formal situations. So we'll put that as a talent. Etiquette. Legacy of wealth. Probably put that here too. To be born an imperial noble is to inherit a legacy of staggering wealth. Even a scorned scion enjoys access to resources beyond the wildest dreams of the toiling masses. This adds +1 to the group's starting profit factor. Supremely connected. Nobles have extensive connections, and they know that dropping the right names into the conversation can open more doors than a fistful of thrones. Vendetta. Ooh. Every noble house has sworn enemies and rivals. Starting wounds. Noble-born characters double their starting toughness bonus and add 1d5 to the result. Double, so 8 plus 1d5. 3, so that's 11. Where do I find that? Wounds, total 11. Fate points. Roll 1d10 to determine a noble-born character's starting fate points. On 1d3, he begins with 2 fate points. 1, 2, 3, he begins with 2 fate points. On 4 to 9, he begins with 3. On 10, he begins with 4. 8. So that's 3. Where do they go? Profit factor. Let's just go +1. Because that's going to be something I need to know in a minute. Fate points, total 3. Birthright. So life in the Imperium often follows a set course from birth to death. Most Imperial citizens follow an immovable path towards their fate. However, some rare few are able to rise beyond their beginnings, however humble. So you start life as a scavenger. You became an adult amidst the yearning and poverty of the least of the God Emperor's flock. Okay. Scapegrace, an orphan of the borderlands between light and dark. Stubjack, you were born to violence. It has surrounded you your whole life, and you've had a weapon in easy reach ever since you were strong enough to grip one. Child of the Creed, it was not until comparatively late in your youth that you set foot in a room which the stern gaze of the God Emperor was absent. During your impressionable years, you were shielded from the enfolding arms of the Ministorum from much of the hardship and uncertainty so many must endure. So that one could work. Savant, to the scholar's ear, there is no worse sound than the tearing of parchment. It always marks that the desecration of. Okay, so that could work too. Just thinking some of these others don't really work for a noble. Vaunted, you grew to adulthood upon the spire of wealth and privilege that towers, in some cases literally, high above the common imperial masses. You expected their obedience and lived on the fruits of their toil. So this could work. This could potentially straight down. I think that chart that we were looking at, this one here, you can basically go straight down this if you want to. And I think that the further away from this, like over here, these work less. So I wonder if that is the way through. Birthright. So we'll just go Vaunted because that makes a lot of sense. But otherwise, Savant could also work. Savant gives +3 to intelligence or fellowship, but you suffer -3 toughness. I've actually got an okay toughness. So that could work. Vaunted is +3 to agility or fellowship, your choice. You suffer -3 perception and 1d5 corruption points. We'll go Savant because I don't want to look up talents. Yeah, that's going to be literally it for this. Logic int is a trained basic skill. Or the peer academic. No, logic works. You gain your choice of +3 intelligence or +3 fellowship. This can be... What is this? Why? Ooh, what is going on here? Was this the correct... Now, I don't remember what this is supposed to be now. I feel like this was this high and I've already lowered it by 5? No clue. My toughness goes down by... What is this? And then my toughness goes down by 3. Is that right? I don't know what my stats are supposed to be now. Yeah, I'm not going to go check. I'm guessing that's them. This is... I was really liking this character sheet, and now it's done this to me. Oh, well. I don't care enough to... Oh, no, it couldn't have been 48. It could be 40 because that was 43 in the other one. Couldn't have been 48. 45 is the highest value you can have there. And I remember that fellowship, I think or was it willpower? Maybe my willpower was actually quite high. Yeah, my willpower was actually quite high, and that's what came down. So this was probably the 3. But I've upped my willpower. Yeah. I think this is right. But I don't really know. Anyway, Lure of the Void. Few Imperial citizens ever see beyond the narrow horizons of faith, toil, and the vicissitudes of life upon a single world. Many do not even recognize anything that lies beyond their appointed cycle of birth, service in the God Emperor's name for as long as they remain capable, and burial in the very place they lived all their life. So, what is it that caused me to go to the void, get into the void and become a rogue trader, leaving my life behind? Am I tainted? You are vile in the eyes of the holy. A criminal, a renegade, duty bound, a zealot, or chosen by destiny? Duty bound. I like the sound of duty bound. Only the ignorant believe that duty is a prison forced on others by... Yeah, we'll just go with that. Duty. You gain +3 to willpower. And if you meet the willpower 40 prerequisite, oh no. Almost. So close, but no cigar. No extra talent for me. You suffer a -10 penalty to the to interaction skill tests when dealing with any source outside the Imperium, e.g., aliens or traitors. So duty to the throne. Duty to Oh, you choose. You choose one of these. Oh, okay. You gain your choice of +3 perception or +3 intelligence. You suffer -1. So you got big groups beginning profit factory, duty to your dynasty. You gain the rival rogue trader family talent and suffer -3 toughness. Look, I've already gone with duty to the throne because I didn't read it properly, so we'll do that. Trials and Trivialist. Travails. Rogue traders. Rogue trader characters are a cut above the rest of humanity, whether by dint of sheer talent, raw energy, dark fortune, or plain will to survive. They have prospered where others have fallen and have been raised up to the status they currently hold. So there's something that has happened. The Hand of War. Yeah. So this is some things have happened. So the Hand of War, I've been pressed ganged, Calamity, Shiplawn, Dark Voyage, High Vendetta. Yeah, let's go High Vendetta. Blood will have blood. I think I get both of these. It's not saying choose one. Blood will have blood. You gain your choice of the Die Hard or Paranoia talent and gain the Inquiry skill. Or if you already possess it, increase it by 1 level. Okay, so I'll just take the Die Hard talent and gain the Inquiry skill. Inquiry. So that's now trained. Brook no insult. You will allow no serious offense to your honor and to your honor and person, or those under your protection to pass unchallenged, meeting threat with threat and violence with violence. You may take a willpower test to avert this if you wish. So this is in itself something that needs to go here. Brook no insult. And now I need a motivation. When a brave soul takes his first step into the void, what he hopes is to find less important. What he hopes to find is less important than why. Do I want endurance, fortune, vengeance, renown, or pride? Or why is it? Why? What's my reason? Is it pride? Is it renown? It's pride. I like pride. +3 toughness. Let's not look at get my toughness back. Let's not go looking for those things. Let's not go looking for heirlooms. Oh, no, it's a bit boring. Let's get a heirloom. And the table's right here, so why not? I need a D100. All right, 15 is an Archotech las pistol. A weapon of unknown origin and great antiquity. You gain one of the best craftsmanship and Antiotech las pistol. Okay. Heirloom. Not heirloom. What am I doing? Prestige was an answer. Career. So I need to pick a career from chapter 2 before I get on to experience. So let's. This document does not contain any index. That's unfortunate. So career paths, character advancements, characteristic advance. Okay. Characteristic advances are a lot cheaper for rogue traders than they are for space marines. Rogue trader. So I could be a rogue trader. The bearer of the sacred warrant that empowers him to journey beyond the boundaries of the Imperium to trade, explore, and make war in the God Emperor's name. An arch militant. The 41st millennium is an age of total war. So arch militants are people on the crew. Who's just good at shooting stuff or good at combat. Okay. Astropath Transcendent. You're Psyker. Explorator. Oh, okay. So you're part adventurer, part warrior, part emissary of the machine cult of Mars. Explorators are tech priests. Missionary. So someone from the... And a navigator. So navigators will also be psychers. They've got 2 psyker classes. Seneschal, Master of Ceremonies, Master of Coin and Commerce, Master of Logistics, Master of Emissaries, Master of Whisperers and Spies. The Seneschal is the quietly spoken individual in every trader house who is looked upon with trepidation. Cool. Void Master. Look, I think that... I don't know what a Void Master is, and I'm not going to check because I think that the thing to make is a Rogue Trader. I'm going to be Rogue Trader. Can't remember what my motivation was. Pride, I think. Don't have a character name yet, or don't have a description yet. But yeah, Rogue Trader. Starting skills, talents, and gear. So these are things that I'm trained in, right? Hang on, let's just character advancements, career path description. Character advancements. Yeah, I'm going to say that I'm going to look at this and we're going to assume that these are marking them as trained. So command, commerce, charm, common law, Imperium, evaluate, literacy, scholastic law. No, scholastic law, something in particular. Astromancy. Speak language, High Gothic and Low Gothic. Starting talents. Heir of authority. Pistol weapon training universal. And melee weapon. Oh no. Melee weapon training universal. Starting gear. Best craftsmanship, las pistol, or good craftsmanship, hand cannon, or common. Let's get a plasma pistol because I've got this Archaeotech las pistol. Common craftsmanship plasma pistol, because the las pistol is supposed to be the best las pistol you can get. Best craftsmanship monosword, common craft power swords. Let's get a power sword, micro bead, void suit, set of fine clothing, Zeno, pelt, cloak, best craftsmanship, enforcer, light, carapace, or storm trooper. Get the best craftsmanship, enforcer, light carapace, as opposed to a stormtrooper carapace. I don't know what the differences are, but I don't need to know right now. And then I think we get to spend 500 experience. So let's go back up. There's no index. Pride, yep. Career. I now have a career. That's all done. Starting experience. All players begin play with 450 experience. This initial amount of XP is considered to have already been spent in preparing your character's abilities and skills to the point where they are now. So this is what I already have. That's that line I didn't read. XP to spend, 500. It's going to say, yeah, when you have finished spending your initial 500 XP, where is it giving me the 500 XP to spend? Beginning characters also have an additional 500 XP that they may spend to increase their characteristics. So, it doesn't have an index. Rogue traders. Okay, let's see. I can get some of this stuff. I've already got some of this stuff. But I've got 500, so I might get... Let's put my fellowship up one. Let's put my intelligence up one. And put my weapon skill up one. So my intelligence becomes 40. My fellowship becomes 38. And my weapon skill becomes 32. No, 33. So that's 300 experience. So I've got 200 experience left. I can't spend it in here. I have to spend it on skills. I get ambidextrous. Let's get ambidextrous. That's always fun. Ambidextrous. And that gives me a total spent 5,000 experience. And I think that that's basically my character created from a statistics perspective. And we are up to stage 4, giving characters life. Getting a name. I like random. Okay, so example female names, example male names. So let's first of all work out. Let's first of all work out if my character is male or female. What? Hang on. Table 1 to 3, example male names. Oh, and then it's re-roll on. Oh, okay. I was thinking that this was saying, oh, okay. So that's a female character with 82. So rolling on female names, 48. So it'd be one of these names. Do you have all of those names? Or do you have one of those names? There are 5 types of names presented here. Primitive names are short and brutal. Low Gothic names trace their lineage to a High Gothic past but have become much debased with centuries of use. High Gothic names are drawn from the ancient High Gothic tongue. They have an air of authority and seriousness. Archaic names herald from a distant past. You may decide the particular type of name is especially appropriate for your character. If this is the case, you could simply choose it from the appropriate list below. Otherwise, roll randomly. It was this one. So low, high, archaic, informal. So low Isabel, Michaela, Marcella, I'm not sure, Miriam or Mia. Let's roll. So the low name is Isabel. Cool, that's easy. Nature. The character creation process. The character creation process provides you with the skeleton of your alter ego. However, these numbers and notes are not the sum total of your character. There is, of course, a vital fifth element, you. What is your demeanor? Maybe you are bilious, suspicious, bitter, and angry. Cardinal. Choleric. Always active and taking charge and easy to provoke to anger. Fixed. Melancholic. Mutable. Unpredictable, undisciplined, and rebellious. Mutable means changeable. Phlegmatic. Practical and careful, yet very serious and reserved. Sanguine, confident and optimistic, yet prone to visions and flight of whimsy. Supine, loyal, devout, and easily led. Why are you a leader aboard a rogue trader vessel? So why are you now a rogue trader? Why does the Coronus Expanse call to you? So I'm guessing this is the default setting. What will you sacrifice? What is your ambition? What are your hatreds? I kind of wonder if it's better to ask these questions here after you've gone through some of these things, or if it's better to ask it beforehand and then let your answers to this maybe help answer. I'm not sure. Actually, with this, the way this has gone, we know that this character was a noble-born person in a world. I've forgotten what way I went through the here, this thing, the origin path. They were noble born. They were a savant. The lure of the void was their duty. Did they have a high vendetta? Yeah, they've got a vendetta that they're trying to that they are pursuing, or that they had pursued. Motivation. And their motivation, or her motivation now, I guess, is pride. So we've got this cool little thing that's helped us build a backstory, and that's, I think, a really cool tool to have. But I guess, unfortunately, I've been sick for a while, and so I'm now at the sort of been recording for a bit, creating my character, and I'm now just going, oh, I don't want to answer these questions. And it doesn't help that I don't feel like, why does the Coronis Expanse call to you? I don't know what this is, what this setting is. But I think that, you know, picking something, this feels like something I'd let happen through through gameplay, maybe. Why are you a leader aboard a rogue trader vessel? There's something cool to be worked out there. I think that these questions would be cool to answer in a group setting on a session 0. I think that I really like the idea of these questions. I just don't feel like answering them. What is your ambition? And I think that the other thing that would be really cool is, like, some of this stuff had, like, I've got a names table. Why not an examples table for some of this stuff? Ambitions. Maybe there are some set ambitions and hatreds and stuff that I could go, and that kind of stuff would be really cool to just have right here, so I can go, oh, cool. I'm as someone who doesn't really know what the setting is or have a clear view of the character, I can just jump in and start running with some of this stuff. Yeah. I think that the best example I've seen of one of these sheets of questions is the Vampire the Masquerade one from Revised Edition. I assume it's still there in V20, where it's all personal questions about before the game starts and how you became a vampire, which are things that you can sort of answer yourself. I think a lot easier because they don't require any knowledge of the setting, because it's all about you and your human life. Whereas this, like, okay, I can nature demeanor, I can go, I kind of want to play a character like this, but why are you a leader aboard a rogue trader vessel? I don't know. I signed up and they liked me. I am the rogue trader. Apparently, I have a legal writ that allows me to trade outside of Imperial space. So, you know, I somehow applied for that and got it, or maybe there's something where I inherited it from somewhere, or, you know, there's some story that could be told there, but I don't understand the things around that, and I don't have any guides as to what makes sense in the world. But that could be a cool thing to have a conversation about at the table with a group of players. What will you sacrifice? What is your ambition? I think those are really good questions to be continuously asking yourself, but I don't think that you necessarily want to have hard answers to them straight up. And then you've got this one about hatreds. What do you hate? How racist are you, I guess? Yeah. Do you wish to lay low the vile orc or treacherous eldar? So yeah, from here, I guess we'll just move into profit factor and ship points. The explorers begin the game with a starting amount of profit factor, representing the relative power of the rogue trader's dynasty, rogue trader dynasty's warrant of trade, and a starting amount of ship points, which represents the relative power of the starship owned by the explorers. These numbers are generated by rolling 1d10 and comparing them to this table. And I get +1 on my profit factor. Wait, is that +1 to the roll, or? It just says +1 to the profit factor, right? So I'd have 61 as opposed to 60. I don't know if that's good. 10. Wow, that was lucky. Or unlucky? Oh, okay. So your profit factor is low because you are now only a glimmer of your former glory, but you get 70 ship points. So that's pretty cool. 21. Where do I find stuff about ships on my character sheet? I don't. Okay, well, I'm going to write 70 ship points. So my profit factor, the prestige and pedigree of a rogue trader's warrant of trade is measured in terms of raw profit and influence. The profit factor acquired from table 1 to 5 is a representation of their relative value of the warrant itself, what opportunities and resources it can call upon. See profit factor on page 270 for details. Starting profit factor. Most rogue trader dynasties control vast amounts of capital, from hard currency like thrones to large networks of agents, contracts, and investments across a dozen worlds. Okay, ship points. At the heart of every rogue trader's operation is his vessel. Total amount of ship points may be spent on either purchasing a customized ship or one of the quick start vessels in Starship. Any ship points that are not spent are added directly to the group's beginning profit factor on a 1-to-1 basis. Oh, okay. So I can get a shitty ship but have a higher profit factor? So do we all, if I'm playing this with a group, do we add our ship points together to create a ship? Is that how we do that? Or do I just go, well, you have someone choose to be the rogue trader, and they're the one that gets the profit factor and current. Is to have the players nominate one of their own to make the die roll. Okay. So yeah, the players, you'd get one of the players to pick it out, and then they can work it out from there as a group. Okay, and then select equipment. Once the explorers have generated their initial profit factor and starship, the group is now ready to make use of those resources. Each character may then use the group's starting profit factor to make one acquisition of a single item from the armory with an acquisition modifier of +0. Okay. And then if you want to put Dark Heresy characters in Rogue Trader, you can. As long as you have spent the appropriate amount of experience. So then, okay, skills. Here we go. So one of the things that I haven't done is marked what are basic and what are not. So acrobatics are advanced, awareness is basic. So the way that skills work is basic skills, if I'm untrained in them, then I only well, whenever you have to make a roll, you go awareness, perception. So it's perception, so it's 40. So I have to roll less than a 40 to succeed. However, because I'm untrained in awareness, I check to see, is it basic or not? If it's basic, then my roll is 20. It's halved, so I have to roll 20 to succeed, less than 20 to succeed. If it's an advanced skill like acrobatics, I just can't do it because I'm not trained in it. Barter is basic. Carouse is basic. Charm is basic. Climb is basic. Command is basic. Concealment is basic. Contortionist is basic. I see deceive is basic. Disguise is basic. Dodge is basic. Evaluate is basic. Gamble is basic. Inquiry is basic. Intimidate is basic. Logic is basic. Oh, logic was always basic. I swear that, I don't know, maybe I've got it wrong. Security. I could swear that one of my starting selections made logic a basic thing, even though it's already basic. So maybe I've done something wrong there. Where was I? Scrutiny is basic. Search is basic. Silent move is basic. Swim is basic. And that's it. There we go. Life among the stars. So where do I... Oh, do I need some extra sheet for a starship, maybe? Maybe they've got a... What's at the back? Yes. They've got the character sheet, which I've been filling out, and then there is an extra sheet, which has not been included in this character sheet for your starship. So let's just have a look at, what we've got. We won't actually build one. So they need to have hull, plasma drives, warp drive, a Geller field, which I think is what protects you in the void, life sustainer, crew compartments, bridge sensors, void shields. There's some stuff on how to construct a ship. Here we go. These are the very, very cool Imperial ships. The cathedral barge things. So I could just basically buy one of, I think these are, that's a 40 point frigate, apparently. I could just buy a Lunar class cruiser for 60 points and then have 10 left over. Yeah. There's a bunch of different options and stuff that you could get. If I got a Lunar class cruiser, 5 kilometer long ship, I would have to have, I would be the captain, I would be the head of a ship that needed 95,000 crew members. Now that is insane. So yeah, you really are running a dynasty. So yeah, I guess that's Rogue Trader. I'm not going to bother with equipment because I think I just get to pick one extra thing and then buy some common items. But I think that gives you a good look at what a Rogue Trader character is like to create. Yeah, without going on how like armor and stuff works. So yeah. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope these videos are good. I did see that people were liking my Deathwatch video. So yeah, I'm pleased about that. I hope people enjoy this as well. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.